When people think of Elvis Presley, they picture the swiveling hips, the white jumpsuit, and the string of hit songs that defined rock and roll. But here's the misconception. Elvis didn't write those songs. Unlike the Beatles or Bob Dylan, Elvis was not a songwriter. He admitted it himself. "It's all a big hoax, honey. I never wrote a song in my life. I get 1/3 of the credit for recording it. It makes me look smarter than I am." So why didn't Elvis write his own material? There are two main reasons: business and personality. First, the business side. Colonel Tom Parker, Elvis's manager, was a shrewd operator. From the start, Parker insisted that any songwriter who wanted Elvis to record their work had to hand over part of the publishing rights, often half. That's why Elvis's name often appears on records as a co-writer, even though he hadn't written a word. For the songwriter, it was a trade-off: keep full credit with a minor artist, or split credit and have Elvis Presley make your song a global hit. Half of an Elvis hit was worth more than all of somebody else's. But that system also cost Elvis some incredible songs. Dolly Parton's "I Will Always Love You" is the most famous example. Elvis wanted to record it in the 70s. Dolly was thrilled until Parker called. His demand was the same: Elvis doesn't record unless he owns half the publishing. Dolly refused, saying, "This is my child. I can't give it away." Elvis never recorded the song, and the world missed out on what could have been a landmark performance. The second reason is personality. Elvis simply didn't see himself as a songwriter. He grew up singing gospel and blues, imitating voices, bending rhythms, and throwing his whole self into performance. Writing words on a page wasn't his gift. Singing them, transforming them, was. And that was Elvis's true artistry. He could take a song written by someone else and make it unmistakably his own. Take Hound Dog. It started as a blues tune for Big Mama Thornton. Elvis sped it up, snarled it out, and suddenly it was a rock and roll anthem. Can't Help Falling in Love was a sweet movie ballad. Elvis's interpretation turned it into a wedding standard and the closing number of his live shows. Suspicious Minds, written by Mark James, became Elvis's last #1 hit because Elvis poured his heart into it. Songwriters noticed this. Otis Blackwell, who gave him "Don't Be Cruel" and "All Shook Up," said Elvis sang his songs so true to the demo, it was like hearing his own voice back. Jerry Lieber and Stoller, the team behind Jailhouse Rock, marveled at how Elvis instinctively knew how to sell a lyric. Even Frank Sinatra once said that Elvis's version of "My Way" was the only one that could stand alongside his own. So no, Elvis didn't write his own material, but he didn't need to. His genius wasn't in putting words to paper. It was in turning those words into something unforgettable. The writers gave him the canvas. Elvis painted the picture. And that's why his songs, even though he never wrote them, will always belong to him.